Alright boys, what is good? So I'm back with another live trade. It has been a minute. It's actually been multiple months since I've done a live trade, and I'm a bit late to this one because I'm not gonna lie, I was in bed. I was just chilling in bed. This is running too smoothly. I'll still expect some kind of retracement before we hit TP anyway, if we do hit TP that is. So I don't expect this to just hit TP within the next like hour. However, I thought I'd record a live trade for it because I haven't in a long time. I also thought I'd give you guys an update on what's going on with the challenge and everything, which if you don't know, I'm on an 100k challenge, have been for quite a while. However, in the last like few months, it's actually started going pretty well. But first, I'll quickly go through the setup and what I'm looking at here. So of course, we have our demand zone right here. Quite a nice zone. Nothing like special, but it's the top zone. We also have these two zones below it here. Now, if you watch my recent video on how to spot high quality setups using this strategy, then you'll know that I talked about the top zone and the bottom zone being the nicest if you have like multiple zones, like in this situation. And right here, we've used the top zone. So I probably wouldn't have taken this middle zone, especially with the bottom zone being this close to it. But I actually quite like the top zone because if we come back, we're coming down from this big retracement. So we can expect it to kind of mirror this with maybe some big movements. Like we might not have to retrace all the way down here, which is why this could potentially go for a 1 to 10 like max TP. I would not be surprised at all, but I'm probably going to aim for just the high. Maybe just take half off and then leave a little bit of a runner for 1 to 7.5 or so. Or I make out the fib extension tool and well, okay, well the second level is literally a 1 to 10, maybe not. We'll just take it for this 1 to 6, but you know, as I was. So the liquidity on the setup is 1 candle liquidity. Once again, if you watch my recent video on high quality setups, then you know I said about 1 candle liquidity usually being low quality. However, in this situation, it did create a very nice demand zone right here. That would have faked out quite a lot of people because it's quite similar to this zone, but this one just has a bigger retracement, so a lot of people probably got in there. So that's a very good spot for liquidity. Once again, would have been nicer if it was 2 candles or higher, but hey, we chillin'. Of course, it then broke the high that made the liquidity. Not that it's too significant of a high. Got a beautiful reaction, and then my entry was actually on the 15-minute break of candle. It should have been around here, but with spread, it's like here. And yeah, it's going very nicely. I was going to record earlier, but I was like, you know what, I'll quickly have a shower first. I want to come to the recording presentable. And we did this massive candle whilst I was in the shower, so it kind of makes it look like we're halfway through the trade. But yeah, if we go on to the 4 hour, once again, we're doing a full deep analysis on this bridge. We have had these 2 areas that kind of like matched around here. That's a pretty obvious like basically double bottom on the 4 hour, even though on the 30-minute we look like we're in a clear downtrend due to this massive move. But overall on the 4 hour we are bullish, and if you bring this line out further, you can see it is a point of interest 100%. We basically perfectly matched it back here, so there is a high chance that we will go bullish from here. So that made me even more confident in the setup. We also have just very good targets, a very good retracement, and it just looks very good looking left. Like we have all these gaps to fill. Although they may not get filled today, they will get filled at some point. So that's a good target, man. Once again, could take for a 1 to 8. I'll see, because this price action is coming up very cleanly to be fair. So it could be an easy high TP. But before I leave you to see where it's at in a few hours, I'll quickly talk about the 100k challenge. So if you watch the like 1 year recap of how long I've been trading, I did talk about it at the end. So my March, April and May were profitable, and it led me to passing phase 1 of my challenge. However, June was actually kind of ass. I was trying some new things with other pairs that weren't tested. Maybe not the smartest, but hey, we live with it now. So I was actually a little bit down from June. So on phase 2 of the challenge, I'm actually in drawdown a bit. That's cool, we bring it back. If this trade wins, then I think it'll be at like around break even again, because I did risk 0.5 on this. But that's just because it's in drawdown. Like I feel like it actually makes sense to risk 0.5. If you don't know, then I have a problem with risking 0.5 on my trades. I've just said that a lot. But basically, a lot of the time in phase 1 where I should have been risking 1%, I was risking 0.5 just because I'm a pussy, I guess. But yeah, hopefully this can bring us back to break even on the phase 2. That would be pretty huge, because June, like I said, wasn't great. But it's looking like markets are warming back up, bro. This is a 1 candle liquidity on GBPCAD. I've literally placed like 2 trades on this ever, and oh boy, is it running pretty smoothly. This may be a new one of my favorite pairs, hey, if this keeps running. But yeah, hopefully we can pass this challenge in the next few months, maybe within the next month. Don't know how optimistic that is, but it's only 5% for phase 2, so maybe in a month, maybe in 2 months, we'll see. But once again, this was sent to the Discord, as all the trades are, so hey, shout out RD for that. He putting in God's work right now. He's helped me out so much. But yeah, we just waiting for this to do something, and I'll get back to you in, honestly, I could be back in like 30 minutes because we're moving up very nicely. But yeah. See you then. Alright, so it's literally been like, what, an hour and a half, and we've made some considerable evolutions, changes. I don't know, the trade's still going. But basically, it's looking pretty nice. We had this little retracement come down here, but this candle is absolutely flipped and is looking beautiful. This candle right here as well, at 12.30, that's a whole ass 12 pip candle on GBPCAD. It's pretty good. Took out this little supply zone here. Not that I thought it was gonna hold, and we are now about 13 pips away from at least TP1. Once again, I'm still really not sure where I'm gonna hold this to. TP1 is literally over a 1 to 5, so I could definitely take full TP there. I'm just not sure if I should go for more. If it comes up in like a straight line type shit, like just come up straight like this, then maybe I will go for higher. Maybe not to fill in all of this up to the supply zone. Maybe up to this gap or something. Even that would be a 1 to 7.6. I don't know, we'll see. But this trade is looking like a winner, so hopefully it can continue like that. You feel me? Touch wood, I'm not trying to jinx it. But hey, this candle right here is beautiful. So I'm hoping it'll continue like this. Just thought I'd give a little update because why not? And yeah, it'd be really nice if this candle can close bullish, to be honest. The 4-hour candle actually closes in a minute and 30 seconds, so it probably will come down a bit. Probably create a bottom wick, whether that's just like 8 pips or so. It will look a bit scary, you feel me? It'll probably come down around to here before we continue up, but that's something you just gotta hold through. That's why I just don't really look at the charts when I'm in a trade, because actually it can be scary. You don't want to mess with your psychology. But if we do go straight up to TP, then hey, I'll take that too. But I assume the 4-hour will want to create a bottom wick first. Oh, even the 1 hour is looking beautiful, bro. God damn. But yeah, I'll see you at some point. Also, my hair is absolutely gone. Oh yeah, peace. But this trade is looking like a winner, so hopefully it can continue like that. You feel me? Touch wood, I'm not trying to jinx it. I jinxed it. Well, kinda. Also, this is still my bedroom. It's just a different place in my bedroom, so ignore that. But basically, what happened is after I recorded all that, we came very close to TP. In fact, we got about 6 pips off. That would have been a 1 to 5.5. And then just out of nowhere, this wasn't even like a news event, but we had this like 25 pip candle, which is like unheard of for GBPCAD, just out of nowhere, and just came down with a lot of momentum. And I decided that since we're so close to TP, once again within 6 pips, I'll just move my stop loss to break even, because at that point I feel like it would be done anyway. However, this was a mistake on my end, because I've seen trades like this play out so many times in backtesting where they come very close to stop loss and then actually end up winning. But you guys know I keep it 100% real. I could have told you that I waited this entire trade out and actually took the 1 to 5. Or I could have even waited longer and let it hit the full 1 to 10. However, like I said, you know, I keep it real. I actually closed at break even on this trade. But at the end of the day, it is a nice trade. It's a good win. I know a lot of people in the Discord did actually take this full win. A lot of people didn't move their stop loss to break even. So for me, this was a break even trade. For a lot of other people, this was a 1 to 10. So I have no one to put the blame on but myself. I should really know better because I've done so much back testing and I see this play out all the time. But it's also good to know that my bias was correct in the fact that we are going bullish and we're going to correct this whole move by the looks of it. And yeah, can't be too mad, but it is very unfortunate. But yeah, anyway, if you enjoyed or learned anything from this, then consider liking and subscribing. Also, comment if you enjoyed or you have any questions or you want to let me know any other video ideas that I could do. But other than that, join the Discord, follow the Instagram, and I'll see you next week. Peace.